Welcome back again in speaking session. In today's video we'll talk about what is formal communication and informal communication. There are two types of communication. First one is formal communication and second one is informal communication. First we will discuss about what is formal communication. Formal communication means when sender send a message to that person, they have no such kind of friendship, they have no such kind of familiarity, they have no such kind of clear idea about receiver, then you can say that it is a formal communication. And you know that for any kind of organization there will be a formal communication. If you have no idea about your supervisor, how to talk with them, how to talk with your subordinate, how to talk with your seniors, how to talk with your juniors, then there will be informal communication. But in office, in any organization, in any company, you should use formal language. When your manager, supervisor try to conduct a meeting, then he use formal communication, like he use letters, memos, notice, can help you in your formal communication. When there will be no familiarity, when there will be no friendship with others, when there will be no idea, in easy wording you can say that when you meet any person first time, then you have to use formal language, you have to use formal communication, because you have no clear idea about other one, he or she is good or bad, you have no clear idea about his temperament, about his behavior, about his attitude, then you have to use formal communication. If you will not use formal communication, then it can create curiosity, it can create complexity during your conversation. And when you talk politics, when you talk in your classroom, when you talk in your library, then it become informal communication, because with the passage of time you judge the mentality of others, you judge the mentality of the receivers, judge the person through you want to convey your message, you judge the person, you pass out your information, because it's need a time. If you will pass a little bit time, then your conversation become formal to informal. You meet first time in your life, then it is your formal communication. They are be written, it can be spoken, it can be in a different way. When you have to talk in speaking way, then you have to use formal words, like if you are giving a presentation, if you are giving a speech on any specific topic, any particular topic, then you should use formal communication. It shows that how much knowledge you have, how much ability you have, how much grip you have on your concerned topic. So it is a formal communication. So there are further four types of formal communication: upward communication, downward communication, horizontal communication, diagonal communication. Choose formal communication, then there are a lot of advantages, like it will be systematic, it will be credible, it will be sensible. Same like this, they have a disadvantages as well, like it can be workload, it can be unreliable due to misconception, due to miscommunication, due to unavailability of receivers. So it has advantages as well as it has disadvantages. Type of communication is informal. Informal communication means when you talk informal way. It can be a different topic, it can be about salary, it can be about holidays, it can be about meeting agenda, it can be about rough talking. Like when you are in office, then you are trying to conversate with others in different ways, then you can say that it is informal communication. Most of the time you used to talk in formal way, like if you meet with your friends, if you will meet your relatives, then most of the time you talk in informal ways. There is a difference between formal and informal. Formal most of the time is used in classroom, in office, in any organization, in meeting, in any other specific area, specific place. But informal communication used most of the time when you meet with your friends, when you talk with your friends, when you talk about your domestic lives, when you talk about your gathering, when you talk about holidays, when you talk about any topic that you think I have to share with my friends as well as my colleague. It can be informal communication, but you should use formal talking, formal communication in your life. It create great image on your personality. If you will not use formal communication, then it create negative image on your personality. When you talk in formal way, then people consider that you have no much knowledge, you have no specific knowledge about concern topic, concern area, concern place. If you want to improve your personality, if you want to gain reputation in your office, then you should use most of the time formal communication. Informal communication also advantages and disadvantages. Formal communication is very reliable as compared to informal. But when we talk about informal communication is fast and quick. You can share your ideas with short time because you don't need to think too much on it. Formal communication, you have to think about your ideas, your thoughts, your feelings, your prediction. But in formal communication, you don't need to think too much. As words came in your mind, you can spoke out, and you can convey your ideas, you can exchange your information to others without too much thinking, without overthinking. So it's reliable as compared to formal communication. And when we talk about its disadvantages, it has also disadvantages, like it is rough language, it is not reliable, it is not realistic language, it is not systematic language, it is not a good language for your talking.